Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome to this series of marketing channels. This series where I go through some of the main marketing channels that you can use to grow your business or organization. Last time we talked about email, and this second episode we're going to talk about social media in general. Okay, now social media, it's going to be a really good first touch point, a place where some people can get a flavor of what you're all about, and in the end you're trying to offer some kind of value, whether it's educational or entertainment, or really bringing just information, right, to the people. And you want your posts to be in the flavor of your brand and about the topics of your brand. So for example, you're going to want to, if you're a real estate company, you're going to want to be talking about the industry and the market, what's going on, right? But equally, if you're a real estate company based in, let's say, I don't know, Washington, DC, you might also want to talk about some Washington, DC related stuff, right? So you can jump on certain trending topics, but always relate it back to your industry, okay? So that's a good element there to have. Now, something we found really useful is personal branding, right? So you might have your company page, let's say on Facebook or Instagram, but also it's very useful to have a personal brand, whether it's the CEO or the founder or somebody like that who's kind of representing the company. And depending on how formal the business that you're in is, you might want to actually have that as your main page, right? So you might want to have, you know, Abdullah Sulaiman, I don't know, hyphen, and then the name of your business, right? So because people ultimately connect better with other people rather than just brands, right? Then you can have the photo of the person there, and it's about them, right? And then they can share. What we found works well as well is personal content, some level of personal content, right? So, oh, I'm just at this conference doing this and this, real estate related, of course, but it's something personal, right? Or I'm at this conference, just had to grab one of these smoothies, really good, I love these smoothies, yeah? So every now and then you want to have these kind of personal, less formal posts, and we found that works really, really well. And the last thing I mentioned about social media is that you want it really to tie into your ultimate marketing strategy. So you don't want to keep people on Facebook, on Instagram, on YouTube. You want to bring them to what you've got going on, right? So you want to point people to your website, or if you have a funnel or something like that, where you can actually now formalize the relationship a bit more, so you get permission to stay in touch with them and to contact them. And the main way to do that would be through email, right? So you're going to want to send people to your funnel, right? And obviously if you don't have a funnel, that's a whole other topic. Send people to your funnel, get their email list, get that permission, get them on your email list, get that permission to stay in touch with them. Another thing is that when you get them, when they engage with you, especially on Facebook, or if they visit your website, that also will put them in what we call a retargeting audience, an audience of people that you can target based on the fact that they've engaged with you somehow. And that'll be another way that you can kind of stay in touch with them. It's less direct than email, but it's still something to keep in mind, okay? So remember, social media, keep it personal, keep it trending, follow trending topics, always bring it back to what your industry is all about, and also remember, it's only the first touch point. You don't want to rely on it in terms of, oh, we want to get sales directly from here. You always want to send people to your funnel, to your website, get them on your email list, and kind of sell from there, keep the relationship going from there. So this has been Amin with Muslim CEO. If you want to go from here, from our social media to our funnel, then go to muslimceo.com, and then you can get some amazing free training that we put together there. It's really useful. It's basically 20 years of insights and experience in marketing shared with you in that training. So check it out on muslimceo.com, and then let's get your permission to keep in touch with you, inshallah. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.